Will Bitcoin reach $100,000 by the end of the year?
For sure. For sure. You watched
Yeah?
the video? Did you watch the video? You got
No.
What? No, what? No. How is that possible?
By the end of the year.
Did you watch my video?
No. Because
Of course by the end
you
of the
can tell
year.
me in person what happened.
Well, I mean, I think if you look at most of the projections around ETF flows, liquidity, and all that, I definitely think Bitcoin could hit 100K by the year. In fact, I've also bought some options that Bitcoin will be at 100K by the end of the year.
Oh, that's
So,
some good alpha.
There we go. Yeah. So
I think
maybe-
100K is such a big psychological point. I think we'll get very close to it around November, but I think next year is when we'll see 100K and beyond.
I don't know. I think it could come as early as the end of this year, but maybe you're right. Still, it's 100K, but I'm not going to complain if it's a few months delayed. I'll save the pot celebrations for later.
We love the optimism, though.
I'll save the Lambo purchase for next year then.
Is Solana overrated?
Oh, that's a tough one, right? I mean,
That is a tough one.
Can we do like?
Yeah,
halfway?
I also.
Can we do like? It falls on the edge depending on which way.
You have not hold Soul.
I
Do
don't
you hold Soul now?
I don't hold Soul. I haven't
Okay.
bought Soul. Well, I will say the reason I'm on Sam on the edge is because I've covered Soul a few times, and I think that from a technology perspective, I think it's got a great UI UX, onboard a lot of people and a lot of exciting tech updates. And I think it's definitely a consumer chain. However, it's become emblematic of a lot of these meme coin rugs that have come and gone from celebs, which I kind of like is dirty in the Soul image, but that's just me. Wait, you hold it, right? So.
Yeah, so Soul is actually my third biggest holding. I think Soul overrated in 2021, absolutely. Soul's performance then was super hyped. Now we're seeing a bit more utility. I think, as you've said, a consumer chain. It's got some great UX and UI marketing for certain projects on Solana. Still outages when Firedancer. I think once we see Firedancer come through as a successful no outage blockchain layer 1, then Solana is not overrated. Until then, we're just on the cusp.
Yeah, let's remain there for now.
Will Ethereum flip Bitcoin?
I'll cover my answer.
I'm just okay. Yeah, I don't think we'll flip it. No, it's just too much of a reach for now. Ethereum's got a lot of scaling issues to contend with, and Bitcoin still remains digital gold. And still, we haven't seen the ETF launch of the ETFs, and that may not be as surprising as Bitcoin.
Yeah, and to second what the Bitwise guys have been saying regarding the issuance of the Bitcoin ETFs compared to Ethereum, there is definitely a difficulty with marketing the Ethereum ETF to institutional investors, which makes me think that people still don't really get ETH and its true role in 2024. Not now. Yeah. Early crypto guys do, but the institutions, the TradFi guys, it's still a difficult thing for them to get.
The elevator pitch still needs to be worked on.
Agreed.
Is Satoshi going to return?
No ways. You want to go first? Oh. Damn,
yes. Okay, this is an ideal dream. I would love to see at some point someone just unveils not the true identity. I don't think Satoshi in true alive form will come out, but I think we will get some serious clues along the journey of who Satoshi is and a little bit more insights into the path of the intention behind building Bitcoin. I think there is still more of the mystery to be discovered. But I don't know if we're ready to know who Satoshi is just yet. I think that will be a true honor for anyone in crypto to understand.
I think we don't want to know who he is. I think part of the esteem and part of the compelling pitch of Bitcoin is that there's this anonymous creator who will never be found, won't move his coins, and created it others philosophical slant against the banks. If he comes out, that could take a lot of it away. And it raises, or if they find out who it is, there's potential concerns for safety. There's a lot of theories, but I just hope that this remains a mystery. And as they all say, we are all Satoshi.
We're all Satoshi. Who do you think Satoshi is?
I don't know. There's a few theories. There could be Hal Finney.
I think, yeah.
It could be Hal Finney, but yeah.
Will we see a Dogecoin ETF one day?
So you interviewed.
Yes. I interviewed recently Raoul Pal and Arthur Hayes, and they were saying, especially Raoul Pal, he was saying that he was speaking to the guys, I believe it was at Van Eck or BlackRock, I can't recall, but he was speaking to them regarding a Dogecoin ETF. I think that would be a true TradFi guys looking to get into a degenerate play from the element of why to invest in Dogecoin as an ETF. And I think the likes of BlackRock and the other ETF issuers are seeing huge money signs behind it. So we'll do everything in their power to get that on board. It certainly won't be this year, but I can see why they would want to get on board with it. Money.
I mean, I watched the interview and it's interesting theory, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, not before any sort of other ETFs. First of all, there's many technicalities that have to come before you get any sort of ETF. There has to be futures markets, there has to be general institutional interest, and I just don't think there is right now. And I think that...
Anytime soon, but could it happen?
Oh, what time frame are we talking? Like 100 years, maybe. The next 10 years, I don't think. Oh, okay. I don't think that's likely now. And which is a massively long time in crypto, which is probably...
Well, it'll be dead by then.
Yeah, so...
Will there be a Coin Bureau token one day?
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. You know the stress and strain, the stress that comes from issuing a token, man. What's the point? You're gonna, and legally as well. Like, I don't, you know, there's the whole questions around securities, around like... And I pretty much do favor the idea of being able to travel wherever I want to without being picked up by the feds. So no, I won't be.
It's also nice to be able to sleep with a clear conscience. Although I did see someone say if we were ever going to launch a token, which we won't, by the way, guys, that it should be Guy's face. And I think Guy would also have to sign that off, and I don't think he would either.
Yeah. Guy coin, yeah.
Do you invest in crypto exclusively?
I only invest in cryptocurrencies I don't invest in stocks, for example, but I do have real estate as an investment.
But actually, then you do kind of like...
I know, but it sounds cooler to be like, I'm exclusively investing in
crypto.
crypto.
I mean, okay, so, I mean, technically, yes, I mean, we do have other investments, but I don't actively invest in other kinds of stuff. I don't actively trade stocks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But same. I do have other hard assets, yes. You know, you got to diversify.